Hey everyone, it's March 18th, 2026. I am doing a quick daily prep overview as a developing trader looking to get on the Apteros trading desk. This is my second take, so I'm going to try to run through this quickly as possible. Um, so the ES daily trade plan goal is, I start with the goal, which is stop losing. Currently struggling to get out of, to not be a loser basically. And I'm not even worrying about winning right now. The goal is to follow the process, protect capital, and try to execute with discipline or work on executing with discipline. And I walk through a multiple section for my daily plan to help me be able to do that. Current parameters, I'm trading about 2 micros from my before I was trading 4. Now it's 2. Um, so it really helps with the risk, trying to stay alive as much as I can to continue to work on getting better. Um, I usually do a mental check. Actually, I do a mental check-in. Today I came in calm, flat, so not too not excited, nothing crazy. Just just trying to see what does the day like today gonna provide. We do have a nice narrative developing on the quarterly, which I'll get into that that has me feeling like okay, I got to come in and put on some risk or potentially put on some risk relative to the whole picture. And today as today is FOMC, and so it might be just a bit as well of just waiting to see what happens, as it can be with FOMC days. I have a risk budget that I have in front of me, with about 250 as my daily max loss. And then I also have weekly limits and monthly limits that I'm working on keeping to help me give me the ability to stay alive and continue to improve. Again, just quick economic calendar. We have the FOMC in a couple hours, high impact. Um, Market condition read, the higher time frames. I got quarterly, monthly, weekly. We are trending on the weekly trending lower on the weekly, so imbalance down with a which I'll get into in a little bit, but most recent rejection of quarterly previous value area low and holding below the -1.5 on the quarterly. Monthly is rotational and continues to be rotational. No, can't say it's imbalance. Look at the flat VWAP come so far in the month. There's just it's rotational. Weekly we are also rotational. Had the opportunity to cross its previous value area, and it's not been able to do that, especially after that rejection of quarterly previous value area low. You can see here that it rejected it and kind of forced the balance for the week now and coming into Wednesday. Intraday came into the intraday quite also balanced, rotational, and which align to the monthly and the weekly. I also like to use the 2-day DVA to add a little layer of context to the medium time frame picture. And this was also rotational coming into the day. The delta was trending upwards. It's not one of my strong suits, interpreting the delta. However, I do my best, and the best I could say right now is that it was trending upwards, and it's looks a little misaligned from what we're seeing in the price action for the day. And but essentially, what I wait for is for an alignment to take place and some clarity to happen at that lower time frame, and for it to align to what I'm seeing on the intraday when I'm taking a trade, and that's how that matters to me at the moment. Um, so that's a quick rundown of the market condition and my market analysis for the day. Um, I covered, let's see, the quarterly, what the story is, what the most recent rejection is. We have some confluence here in this area, or actually no, up in this upward area. It's a previous value area high on the yearly and quarterly previous value area low on the quarterly. So quite the powerful confluence here, and you can see how that led to a rejection in the overnight of that area. Let's see. I had a bit of a biased narrative summary coming into the day, so I pretty much said market is imbalanced down on quarterly. Has that we're seeing that narrative lead the way. Rotational story on monthly is fading due and weekly. I brought those both up that they're unable to cross their balances, and they're now looking to retest their lows, their balance low, their value area lows. For the weekly, weekly previous value area low, and for monthly, we're it looks like it wants to test the -1.5 and the -2. Um, and they're unable to traverse their balances. And then quarterly, you have quarterly coming in with the most recent rejection, clearly being the decisive mover. And then we could see this market move without waiting for an FOMC decision, which would be crazy. However, I would not bet that that's the case. It's just more of like, okay, if we do bet, it's going to be a light bet, and we're going to need some high level of clarity to really join in on that thought. But hey, you never know with these markets. It's just a way for me to. I assume that it's not going to, but if I need to also break that assumption by saying that it might, because then I don't leave myself open to that opportunity, which could be important. Narrative grade, a narrative. Quarterly rejection is key. High level five clarity of 5. I can clearly see what's taking place, which is weekly and monthly are rotational, and quarterly is imbalanced down. My plan number 1 is to play the rotational side. So stock long from the development value area low on the intraday, and then plan number 2 is to short if we start to go and balance down on the day. That essentially puts together my trade plan for the day. So far, you can see a little bit of what I've been up to here on the trading day, and I hope this quick breakdown helped with just giving a perspective on what a good or at least what my daily trading plan looks like and could look like for you, or if it could help. So let me know if you have any questions.